就是小肿瘤。嘿，嘿，嘿，嘿。
莫浪烟不休，潮湿烂潮也歇，阿玛写天子领诸侯，巨将龙志在周周，其祖也成腐朽，即便出五岳万斗谋。
从天下起遍全球，为东南边中原，
这是艘长江
抗潮流，争取比相逢久久，斗气出不下月，
取经的铁马
灭强仇。
嘿，嘿，
嘿，嘿，嘿，嘿。
此凡人闭塞眼眸，手猛虎一黄龙，但时过凡人谁敌手？与天下半百之久，是前尘人能将佛教都孕育尽风流。
全球关在那回首，我孤寂心火炽，
今人要尽是
风弥留，笑谈间欲言欲酒，就留下文歌散，
臣子该当如
孙仲谋。
因为我英雄既不朽，
阴谋阳谋密仇暗斗，
化作
一将出浪斗流。只是比纵野火跌色连环，你背离练习术，丈量少战气质，一力与神州多难在一血，战威严，积极制造机。
将内功尽执掌，掌握七策必先。
哎哎哎哎哎哎哎哎 ，What's up？
Hey. Every single time that the cute lady starts singing the cute lady music, I forget about the lady that screams. And then the lady starts screaming again, and it just fucking knocks me for a loop every single time. That is the best.
It's more of a grunt or a growl.
Oh.
Yeah, that was hit single from Cannibal Corpse. That's
Cannibal Corpse. Cannibal Corpse, not to be confused with Capricornus crispus, which is we've learned an animal.
Oh yeah, that's a goat. Yeah, this is Japanese goat that fucking I didn't even know about. They just have their own weird looking fucked up goat. Never seen it before. They don't put it in any like if an animal's not cute, they just like shun it. They just won't acknowledge it, and you'll never find out about it.
No, they grind those things in.
They keep it a creepy. They keep it a secret, like their disabled brother in the attic.
It's they just use that for raw protein goop. They don't have any qualms about massacring these things.
Yeah.
It is a socially monogamous animal, with females reaching sexual maturity at 30 months. A courtship ritual resembling that of goats or gazelles. The male Japanese suro licks the female's mouth, strikes her on the hind legs.
Strikes her.
strikes her on the hind legs with his forelegs.
Just does the like thing where like you put the knee into the back of their knee so that they fall over.
Strikes her hind legs with his forelegs and rubs her genitalia with his horns.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, so that's what
they got to figure it out. Yeah, they got foreplay.
Crispin Glover is fucking. He's got the moves.
No, it's the Aziz Ansari of goats.
The courtship ritual. I'm gonna start calling these things that I do courtship rituals or courtship displays.
Yeah. The male makes the woman pay for the movie.
I'm going to start working on my Flemin response, which is when horses bring back their lips and show their teeth. I'm going to start working on that. We got to start inventing new, like, I mean, every like evolutionary step in sex development starts with one guy who just figures out a cool new move. So you got to be that guy, and you just got to try some stuff out. And I think the animal kingdom is a perfect place to take inspiration for that. You got to learn from nature, man. That's where we're all trying to get back to.
That's the only
right?
place. Yeah, I mean, that's where else are you going to get it from? You know.
Shit, I mean, I'm out of ideas. I just started thinking I don't got anything. But I see this tiger who's sticking his tongue out really funny. I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna try that one. I want to give that a whirl.
You got to start trying out like fish stuff. You got to wait until she sets something down and then just like come over and tribute it. Just jerk off all over it.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen videos like that, where these guys just like they'll be like in the subway or whatever, and then they'll just kind of.
It's got to work eventually.
It's kind of got to shoot. Yeah, some girl has gotten pregnant from that. There's definitely.
You just set their purse down. You just walk and just run over. You sprint over, and you're like, ugh.
Mark and I talk about
you're behind a sign and you're like you're edging at 90% constantly waiting for a chick to set something down.
Mark and I joke about like what happens at a wedding. I think I might have brought this up already. But what happens at a wedding if one of us is in the bridal suite getting footage and the other one comes in completely naked jerking off, like edging, and then shoots a load onto the dress.
Because weddings are such like the show must go on no matter what. What's the most fucked up thing?
What's the protocol?
Where there's just like tunnel vision, just like no, we got it on time schedule.
Yeah. First of all, is anybody stopping you? No, of course not. You're a naked man screaming.
Yeah, no one is manhandling a nude guy. Absolutely,
a nude guy with a hard boner who looks like he's pretty close to popping. and then so now that we've accepted that this is inevitable. So now that we've embraced the inevitable outcome where that dress will have come on it. If there's a man with the desire, there's no stopping it.
Just the cops being like, "Don't touch him. It looks like he's close to popping."
Everybody, stand back! Stand back!
You can tell they
stand back, or the dress.
I'm not dealing with this. He looks like he's close to popping.
Stand back, or the dress gets it. So we've accepted that the nut shall be bust, and
nothing's stopping it. You can't stop what's coming.
Yes, yeah. You can't. You look up with a devious look in your eye. You can't stop what's coming. So we like, what happens? Like, basically, you've got a scenario where the bride's everyone's crying. Every single person in the entire room is crying. First of all, who's even gonna? Because it's all ladies. It's all like there's like a bunch of like 60-something odd women and then a bunch of 20-something-year-old women. I don't even. You might be able to run out the room. You might be fucking getting out of there.
Yeah, you can hightail it out of there, and you just ride into the sunset. Like that's just leave everyone feeling very violated and just uncomfortable. You've stained literally memories forever.
Yeah, but you also, it doesn't have to end there. If you're able to, like, if you wear a mask, when you do it, and then you go back outside, like where you've stashed your clothes, throw the mask away, put your clothes back on. Who's even? I mean. You might be able to just get back in and be like, "What's going on here, guys? What's happening?" You get to see the ramifications of what you've done. Like, you get to see the fallout of your actions. This is
bitches think that losing an argument is emotional terrorism. We're not even getting started. We're just like barely on the road of inventing true emotional terrorism. This is what we're developing right now.
They call him the Poppin' Bandit. He lurks around wedding venues in Central Texas looking for the opportunity to strike. And I'm liking it. I think that's so like, I'm not stopping them. First of all, that's not I'm not getting paid enough. Like that
no,
dude.
That's not your job.
No, I mean, like, oh honey, I'm so sorry, because I already got my gay affect on the second I'm in the room, because I need to disarm everybody. So so if I break character, like, motherfucker, and I just fucking swing at him, it's gonna lead to some questions.
You can't be like, what's up, huh, what's up?
Yeah, I've got it on video. Also, if the guy gets into the room, shoots on the dress, and runs out, if they're like, do you have video of him? I'm like, let me take a look. And I go through the library and delete the video because that guy earned it.
You just immediately take his side.
I'm not giving him shit. That guy earned it. He's a man who is a visionary.
Like a thief in the night. He's gone.
Yeah. Look, I'm not going to player hate. Okay. And I'm pretty sure that would be player hatred. I don't engage in player hatred. If you're able to prime the pop and release it just at the right time, that's fair game.
Little did investigators know the notorious popper had an ally on the inside. A local wedding photographer.
I'm good. Take it away in chains. Oh God. I want a JCS video on me. Where this it's like he's like this man is Ethan so and so, and he's here. He's going to deny having deleted the video. It is yeah. Oh, did you see that most recent JCS video that just went up? This might be a little inside baseball.
Yeah, everyone watches that channel.
That's
the dumbest guy so far on the channel. That's the craziest shit.
It's unreal. It is. I have to throw an apology to Tommy Wiseau, because it turns out that dudes will just go, I did not. It's like freaky how similar it is to like The Room.
It does kind of like. I think people seem to think that it kind of freaks me out. I think because I think there is like a good possibility that he just like beat her up and then left, and then she just died, and he just did not realize that happened. So that is kind of freaky that like you could just like you just
beat the shit out of somebody and they die.
But it's like what if he didn't beat the absolute shit out of her? She just hit her head like in a weird fucked up way, you know. Like what happened to that football guy. Like he just got hit just perfectly right in the chest that it was like the equivalent of he accidentally activated some ancient kung fu like perfectly like impacted some weird like
he got
pressure
kill
point.
Billed.
But just by chance, not by effort. He just accidentally did some kind of perfect ancient like ritual. That just
self-own.
Yeah.
But that the guy is like it's one of the most compelling videos I have ever seen. The guy is so impossibly stupid that I can't believe what's happening on the screen. Where he's like, yeah, so like she started like beating herself to like death, you know, and I'm like, stop like beating yourself to death.
And I was like, stop hitting yourself. And
it's like, why are you beating yourself to death right now in your room while I'm here? And then she's so I went to her house and went inside, and then she had like locked herself in her room, and they're like, how'd you get in there? He's like, well, I must have punched a hole in the door and unlocked it from the inside.
Oh yeah. When he was like, I went to the door and they were like, was it locked? And he was like, and they were like, did you punch a hole in it? And he was like, oh yeah.
Well, I think he's still drunk. It's the thing. I think he's still.
He might have had like a fucking serious. Yeah, he must have just been like a serious problem.
They describe him.
Because I feel like you can't get through life just talking that way. Like it'll just get like smoothed out of you somehow, unless you have an actual like insane substance abuse problem that makes you talk like worse than any character in like Fast Times.
The funniest thing that in the entire, which I mean, it's a person got killed, so it's not like overly funny, but it was 11 years ago, so I can joke about it. The funniest part of the entire thing is that after he had gone and beaten his ex-girlfriend to death, he was like having quote unquote coy conversations with 3 different girls via text. It's like he's like all right, well now that's settled, time to get something else lined up for tonight. And then they describe him as having, when they go to pick him up in the morning, they're like, we need you to come to the police station. He's like, all right, and just like stumbles out and goes into the fucking police vehicle without any, like he's wearing slippers. It's just insane.
Well, it seems like he actually did thought like, yeah, okay, I'm getting a domestic charge, you know, for like beating up fucking up and beating up my ex-girlfriend. So like, yeah, I mean, that was wild. They caught they caught that Iowa guy too. Or Idaho? Wait, which state was it?
What's the deal on this? I don't know this.
Oh, the guy that killed 4 people in like an apartment, like a college apartment or dorm. And it was like a big like true crime. People were like trying to solve the case. I think 4chan was big into it. And then they caught he was hiding out in Pennsylvania.
Big mistake.
I think it was one of the guys they suspected, but it wasn't the main
2022 University of Idaho killings.
Idaho, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. Yeah, I think he made a post on 4chan because it's because he said he was hiding out in Pennsylvania. I don't think anyone knew that, so it might have been him. He was
Damn.
It was like that other guy, the Staven guy. He was a criminology student.
Thought he could get away with it.
It doesn't seem like it. No, he was very bad at it. I mean, relatively speaking, they caught him pretty fast. You know, people saw his car and shit.
But yeah, that I'm glad JCS is back. It's those videos are simultaneous. They could be really difficult to watch for me because I have a hard time like watching like specifically. It's hard to watch people squirm sometimes, regardless of what they've done. But with this guy, there's no squirming at all. It is just like completely empty-headed. Like he's the best person to interrogate in the entire world. Did they even have to speed up any sections of the video? It was like they just went straight through for like 30 minutes without speeding anything up, and it was like because he just gave everything they needed immediately.
Yeah.
Call regardless of whether or not you've done it. Get a lawyer, guys. Come on. What were you up to over the holidays, my man? It's been a while.
What was I up to? Well, we had the craziest weather. I had to talk about that fucking winter. That whatever they call it.
The bomb cyclone.
The bomb cyclone. Yeah, sure. I mean that might have earned that name. Yeah, that was fucking nuts. I mean, it just sounded like I was inside a wind tunnel because I basically
Did it
was.
Really?
I mean, it must have been like an almost constant 50 mile per hour winds. It was fucking insane. It was like deafening noise, and it was also 4 degrees out. So with wind chill, it was like negative, who knows, 20.
Wow.
And just like nonstop crazy winds for a day and a half. And over Christmas, and I was planning on doing some I had gotten half my shopping done. I was planning on going out to some stores to get the rest of my shopping done. So I had to go out at the peak of this insane storm in my shitty car with my tires that are as smooth as a baby's bottom.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there wasn't that much snow luckily where we were. We didn't get fucked like Buffalo. But the wind was so strong it blew some of the snow onto the road. But the closer you get into town, the better it was. So it didn't feel like that dangerous. Some of the stores were closed though, so I didn't get everything. And then what else happened? We had New Year's, which is very fun. I listened to the anime radio broadcast like I always do, and New Year's is the funnest. I don't know what it is, but I always have the best time. That I was just cooking and then blasting music at irresponsible volumes out of my living room.
Jesus. You had so much fun you weren't able to record the next day.
Oh yeah, I was just how the fuck did I think I was gonna be able to functional on the first
party too hardy?
Yeah. So we had a 1 week hangover delay.
Yeah, that's how she goes.
Yeah, I like I like listening to the DJs on that station. What were some of the things that happened? At one point, the guy. Oh, there's that. Have I told you about this? There's this on the 4chan anime radio. They play. There's this song they play that's like a promotional Japan Railways song where they get all these voice actresses to sing about being a train, and it's a 13-minute song or something.
No.
And they play it, and they play the whole fucking thing, and it's just the same verse and chorus, but just sung by a different voice actress 20 times. It's fucking awesome. So I hear I think it's right after midnight or maybe beforehand, but the guy goes, I hear the DJ come and be like, all right, if someone rolls trips and requests train roll, because they call it train roll because it's like getting rickrolled because it's just such a fucking long ordeal. Someone rolls trips, you're getting train roll, and then like a few minutes go by and he comes back on and he's like, all right, someone rolled trips with no train roll, sorry guys. And then a few minutes later he comes back on, he's like, okay, someone rolled quads for train roll, I fucking kneel, we're going. And they start playing it. And then what else? Then what else happened? Another DJ came on later, and like an hour into his set, I don't know what the fuck was happening in the thread, but I just hear him like come on, like he fades out the music and he goes, "Stop being so fucking sad. Holy shit." He puts the music back on. Yeah, I was talking about how Steven and I were hanging out. We were at a loss for movies to watch, so we contacted you.
Yes.
And you gave us the film Wanted 2007.
Have you seen Wanted before?
No, buddy.
2009 Wanted.
Oh my god. Fuck. What
did you think of the movie Wanted?
I hate The Matrix so much.
Wait, 2008.
What?
So it's really something, isn't it? Man. There's like, it's so fucking late into the aughts to be doing that movie.
To be doing that, somehow finding subtlety to strip from the Matrix, and doing that again. And
but do you like the part where he curves the bullet and then they also drive the car and then they don't
even do that bullet curving thing that much. Like that's like
no.
But like it's such a dumb gimmick. That's the worst gimmick ever. It makes no sense. It's insane. And like fucking what's her name? Jennifer. Wait, no.
That one is Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie was never hot. I always thought it was weird. Even as a horny tween, I never understood why people pretended that she's hot. She's not hot. She never was hot. She's fucking weird looking.
She's got the who's that other bimbo? The one that was with fucking
like Anna Nicole Smith.
Who was the one that was with Charlie Sheen? She was
no
Christmas
idea.
Jones from fucking from James Bond.
James Bond? No idea.
She's got like that exact same sort of look.
No, she looks kind of cute. I'm looking at her now.
Denise Richards? Denise Richards looks fucked up. She looks fucked up.
No, she in her prime in the 90s, she looked way better than Angelina Jolie ever did. Angelina Jolie, you can only find Angelina Jolie attractive if you are like completely like porn brain desensitized. Like you have no fucking concept of what a woman looks like, and your brain is only like drawn to like features, but when you put them together, don't make an actual face
like big
body.
Giant lips.
Yeah, like, disgusting fucking huge lips and like the sharpest like fucking like eyes and like weird skinny but like cylindrical body.
She might have been at her actual worst in Wanted. She looks so fucked up in that movie.
Horrible. Oh my! It's like almost heroin chic, but like bloated too, and just like all Botoxed and shit.
She would have looked like if she had put on like any amount of weight at all. Like if she wasn't like emaciated in everything that she does. Like if she had like a normal amount of human fat on her face, like I wonder if everything kind of starts to take shape. But as she is, it's like impossible to look at her. That movie in particular is like she looks 90 years older than fucking James McAvoy. And also, are they romantic or are they not romantic? I don't understand.
I don't think so. The movie has like the most obnoxious attitude, trying to do like Ennui or whatever It's like even dumber Fight Club. Way dumber. I haven't even seen Fight Club. I know it's so much dumber than Fight Club. It's like
that's also worth saying. I like Fight Club even though it is dumb. But
it's just like it's so try to be like in your face, obnoxious, and oh man, that ending, like
yes,
like when it almost has this like kind of like like almost kind of nice, poignant thing where like he ends up back in his job and it's exactly the same, but like he feels better about it because basically he's just kind of changed his mindset. And I was like, oh, that's kind of nice. And then it just like, and then like Morgan Freeman shows up and goes, oh, and he shoots him in the head. And
Morgan Freeman's brain explodes.
He looks right in the camera and he's like, what the fuck have you done lately? And Steven said the funniest thing. He looks like the movie ends. He goes, what have you done lately? And Steven's like, dude, I fucking paid for your movie. What the fuck? Which we didn't, but like, you know, in principle, it's like, why you fucking say this shit to me, you dickwad? Fuck you, man.
It's like, that's it. What a fucking
Suck
ride.
Me off, man.
I
also call in terms of being. I've called every like as soon as like they were like your father was just killed. I was like his dad's alive. You know.
Of course. There's an assassin after you. It's like
yeah.
Oh, I hope it's not my dad.
And the way his dad is trying to like contact him is by shooting him with like a special bullet. It's like you think maybe he could misinterpret that. You think maybe there's a better way to go about this, Dad?
I don't know. That's how my dad contacted me.
He's shooting you with an airsoft gun for 3 years.
So in the spirit of Wanted, this was brought on by having seen Wanted recently.
You did.
Yes, I watched Zack Snyder's 2011 film Sucker Punch.
Oh yeah, I bet that's really Yep.
Holy shit, dude. So I saw Sucker Punch in theaters with our friend Tim, because Tim and I, during that period of time, we saw every single movie came into theaters without fail. Every single movie that went into the movie theater, we went and saw.
Jesus.
And it's like, for me to find something distasteful is I'm pretty desensitized to just about everything. It's one of the most absurdly off the mark, ridiculously moronic, totally inappropriate films I have ever seen in my entire life. It's amazing. You should watch that with Steven, by the way.
We should probably just do like an attitude, like marathon.
Yes,
kind of attitude month.
You got to work on your tude in 2023.
Yeah, we're back to like 90s attitude era in 2023, baby.
I've been watching fucking attitude era wrestling. It's the shit.
That's great. I mean, that's the epitome of it. Yeah, for sure.
So there are like the opening act of the movie is entirely slow motion. There is basically I think like 8 to 10 minute long opening sequence that is entirely in slow motion, and it's set to Sweet Dreams Are Made of This, the Eurythmics song, but it's a really melodramatic cover by a kind of a smoky voiced lady. Which that's the thing, that's the entire movie, is that they get ladies to do covers of extremely famous songs. So like they have there's a cover of Tomorrow Never Knows by the Beatles. There's a Mad World cover. I mean, are you fucking kidding me?
Wait, what Beatles album is that from?
Revolver.
Damn it. All right, continue.
Oh, damn. I wish I could have been there for you.
I know.
But it's also, I looked this up later. They had to like excise a lot of the content of the movie to get it down to PG-13.
Because it was. Oh, I thought you were going to say to get it under 5 hours long. Because it's Zack Snyder.
It's a pretty lean, like $140.
Okay.
But there's clearly missing shit to the point where you get to the third act and characters are referencing things that never happened, and then events are also happening in the incorrect order, and not in like a creative way, in like not in a world building way. Yeah, obviously shuffled these scenes around incorrectly.
Keep talking about it. I got to use the bathroom very bad.
Okay.
Too much adult beverage.
Yeah. So the twist in the movie is that the main character is being lobotomized, and all of the events of the film are, metaphor or sort of creative representation of the events that they did to help her get another girl out of this asylum. Because the movie opens with her accidentally killing her sister because She's trying to shoot her stepdad, who is going to rape her sister. I gotta tell Declan about this. I need to explain this first act for him, because it's, yeah, to even say it out loud, I can't believe I didn't open with this. Because that's just such a ridiculous, like, this is a fun, dumb action movie for teenage boys, and that's like what you're going to open on. That's the most inappropriate and stupid thing ever. It's like, how am I supposed to be excited about this? That's not fun or hot, you know? It's kind of a problem with women in prison movies in general. I'm going to bring that up briefly after I tell Declan about the opening of the film, I think. Yeah, I don't understand how it got made. So real quick, two things I got to hit. So the movie opens with the main character. Her mom has died, and then she is now fallen into custody of her stepfather.
Of course.
And her stepfather is going to have do some things that are a little untoward, and a little bit of what the hell's the word?
Kick ass.
Her stepfather is going to engage in a little bit of sexual impropriety with her younger sister, and which this is the first couple seconds of the movie, is her sister is going to get raped by her stepdad, and then she goes to stop her stepdad from raping her sister and accidentally shoots her sister and kills her. This is the first 5 minutes of this movie that is a big dumb titty action movie. I didn't
even know there were grown women in that movie.
There are no titties in the movie. There's no exposed titties, but they all have titties. They're all like they're like women in like their 20s.
We all have titties. Oh, I thought there was like an 11-year-old girl in that movie.
No. The main girl, her name is Baby Doll, and she's young looking. But
okay.
It's insane that movie got greenlit. It was a huge bomb, and it sucks total ass. But at the same time, if somebody told me, "Do you want to go see a midnight screening of Sucker Punch at a theater?"
Wait, that movie's 2010, isn't it?
I thought it was 2011.
No, it's 2010. Chloe Grace Moretz was born in 97, so she's 13.
Chloe Grace Moretz is not in Sucker Punch.
Oh, I got it mixed up with Kick-Ass.
No, Sucker Punch. Different movie.
Oh, which one is Sucker Punch?
Oh, it's even dumber than Kick-Ass.
Oh, Kick-Ass isn't even Zack Snyder. Oh, okay.
No. Oh, no.
Oh, what the fuck is this? I totally thought you were talking about Kick-Ass.
No.
Oh, wowzers.
No.
Okay.
No. You have no idea. You have no idea at all. Oh, it's a complete,
jeez Louise,
and utter, absolute fucking disaster. You need to watch this.
This poster looks like the Vampire Hunter movie. It looks like
fucking
whatever it is.
Van Helsing.
Van Helsing, yeah. Oh, those outfits. Yeah, this is. Oh, they got guns. They got a Big Daddy from BioShock. Yeah, this looks wild.
There's
a dragon up there. Yeah, I think I need to watch this. I can't believe this is PG-13 and Kick-Ass is R.
It's like, it might. I mean, in terms of movies budgeted over $80 million, it's in the top 10 worst I've ever seen by far. Maybe even top 5. It's remarkable. But if at the same time, if somebody told me, "Do you want to go see a midnight screening of this movie at a place that serves beer and whiskey?" I'd be like, "Fuck yes, I'm absolutely going. I have to go because I need to be around people that also find entertainment in watching this gigantic piece of shit." Anyway, yeah.
What was that like horror or slasher movie or something where like the main characters were all like really hot, like 19-year-olds, and on set they got arrested for flashing people passing by on the road?
I don't know this.
I know. I didn't know that until recently. I can't remember what fucking movie it was. But you see them and you're like, holy shit, they were flashing people? They're movie stars and they're so hot. Can't remember what movie it was, though. Speaking of movies with attitude,
yes.
I was thinking about, you know how you always talk about how your litmus test for if someone has any taste at all is their opinion on Rogue One?
Yeah, easily.
I think my new version of that is the trailer for Cocaine Bear.
I literally won't even click on it. Literally won't even. Don't even send any. Don't even. I didn't even bother clicking.
Like people are seeing that and they're like, oh, this finally a fucking good movie. None of this Hollywood bullshit. And I'm like, what the fuck is you people? Everyone is retarded. What the fuck is the matter?
Well, it's like the Asylum movies. It's like Sharknado. It's like, do you want to watch a good bad movie?
But
I don't.
I've seen people. It's like, no, this isn't like Sharknado. This is like different, and they're like wrong. it's infuriating.
No.
People I like.
I got the filter. I got it built in.
Cocaine Bear trailer is a fantastic filter. That's one of the best filters I've found so far.
It's like the Winnie the Pooh movie, because the Winnie the Pooh is going into public domain. So there's a Winnie the Pooh horror movie coming out.
Oh, that shit too, yeah.
It's like
for some reason people like the people I was seeing thought that was stupid, but for some reason everyone's stoked on Cocaine Bear, and I'm like, what the fuck are you seeing in here that you think is like cool?
It's literally, I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a joke when
a funny
I saw the
joke.
poster. No, I'm like, this is really obvious, like kind of ridiculous, like haha, random humor where it's like, what would be something that would be funny to see Asylum make, you know? And it's like, there's no movie there, and it's like, what do?
There's definitely something you could do with that, but they took the worst possible avenue. Like, what if it was a bunch of people who thought there was a Cocaine Bear but there wasn't?
Oh, I haven't even clicked on it. I saw the name and I'm like, there's nothing for me here. There's no.
I wouldn't discriminate based on the name, but yeah, I watched like 20 seconds of that trailer. I'm like, nope, you totally blew it. You blew it so hard. I mean,
yeah. Since the last time, let me think. So since the last time we recorded, did I seen that Avatar last time we recorded or no?
Oh, you saw Avatar?
I saw the Avatar. I saw Avatar
shit.
The way that James Cameron wants me to see Avatar. I saw it
The Way of
in
Water.
IMAX, high frame rate 3D.
Holy shit! You got strapped into the pod to see that movie. You had to enter a vat of goop to see it. You got like streamed directly into your neurons.
Anybody who I've maintained this forever. I've maintained this since the moment Avatar 2 was announced, and people were like, "There's no way it's going to make as much money as Avatar 1. Nobody's going to care." I'm like, first of all, are you serious? Are we seriously still having this conversation? like I don't even. This is again. That's the thing where I have the filter to where I don't even have to engage with that. Like sort of. There's nobody can tell me anything about Avatar 2 not being a success, because I won't process the information. If somebody comes to me and tells me tries to talk to me about
this
Avatar
movie that's going to have $500 million in marketing spent on it that is like gorgeous is going to not make any money because it's like not very good. It's like, okay.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Well,
yeah, this thing that everyone remembers seeing 10 years ago, they're not going to be like, oh, we should go see that. Nope. You think India's not going to go see this fucking movie? You think China's not?
I went so at one point during Avatar, I had to get up and use the restroom because I went to the movie house. I went to the movie house, god damn it, and I bought me a fucking soda and a thing of popcorn, like a fucking
hot
goddamn
cold
American.
Soda and cold hot popcorn right now.
And I had to get up to go pee because I'm an adult man and I can't hold it the entire movie anymore. So
no, dude, it's the way of water. You got to just let it out right in the seat.
Yeah.
You got to just let it flow.
Now, I'm pretty sure everybody else in the theater did, because when I turned around, because I'm shuffling out, I have never seen an audience of people more slack-jawed in my entire life.
You just like the people with the VR headsets on while Mark Zuckerberg walks down the aisle. You're just all there, like drooling, just staring up.
I've genuinely in my entire life never seen an audience of people more engrossed in the thing that they were watching.
Glassy-eyed, fucking just.
So you and I saw Godzilla 2016
2014
in theaters. 2014 together in theaters.
Yeah, the American.
And that was an engaged audience.
They were having a good time. That was fun. Yeah.
This is a different thing entirely. This is
Fentanyl the movie.
I couldn't believe it. I was and the thing is like I'm also not saying that I did not enjoy the movie because I totally did. It was fucking sick. It was
nice.
it was the sick. It was what it was. I'll never forget it as long as I live. That's one of the craziest movie going experiences I've ever had. I chose to watch it the way James Cameron wanted me to watch it because God damn it, he spent 10 years on the fucking thing. I'll do it, Jimmy.
Yeah. I'll do it for you, Jimmy.
You made The Terminator 1984. Who am I to say no? It's not only did I walk out of the movie theater being like, I got to see that shit again. I walked out of the movie theater thinking like, I got to see the next 4 or 3 or however many they're making.
I think there's like
because
5.
It is like straight up. It's just a different kind of media. It's just a different. They don't that the trope. They don't make them like they used to. This reminds me of like during the early aughts and the mid aughts where they would have the big event movies that were part of a series or like a trilogy. Not like a modern like a extended universe sort of bullshit where there's blips of different characters showing up and none of it has any sort of substance. This is like the middle chapter of a saga, and it feels that way and it matters. Like remember when you remember seeing fucking like Pirates of the Caribbean 2 in theaters?
Oh yeah, I saw that with my uncle when I was 11.
And that shit was awesome. And you're like, I'm having the best swashbuckling time ever. And I want to see the third one. That's exactly how I felt with this. Is I'm like, I am here for this middle brow entertainment. I am so willing to go see the Blue Space Family Robinson go through their trials and tribulations that are just ripped from bog standard storytelling staples. We got fish out of water, or in this case, fish people in water, and we got
That's the opposite.
we got stranger in a strange land. We got, it's like it's domestic issues. We got brother struggles. It's like every it's like you got the big brother who's the goody two shoes. You got the younger brother who's the sort of he can't live up to the dad's expectations. All of the tropes that you've seen are here in this movie, and it's and it's executed so masterfully in the most mind-blowing environments you've ever seen in your entire life. I was stoked as hell on Avatar 2. It was awesome.
Sick. I wonder if they'll take a full 2 years for the next one. They probably have to because they don't want people to get too burned out. But like they already have like 3 of them filmed, I think.
I saw Avatar 2 a month ago and I still have that energy for the movie. So like that's where I'm at.
Nice.
Avatar 3 is coming out in 2024.
Okay, 2 years. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I wonder if they make that a summer one or a Christmas one.
It's all coming around the same year. It's all Christmas.
Yeah.
But so I had watched Avatar 1 like a couple days beforehand to prep myself. And the leap that occurs not only in terms of like the technology but like the storytelling between the two is mind-blowing. Like it feels like they took actual time to write a real screenplay for the second one, which is great.
That's nice.
And there's I can't recommend it highly enough. Anyway, I have other shit we got a lot to talk about, which is good because I don't know how much I have on White Album 2. but so Alpha Avatar, do you have any final thoughts on Avatar before I move on here?
No, I haven't seen it.
I just did, but if you had any questions about it or anything.
No, that's fine.
So Christmas.
Yeah, huh?
So Christmas this year, I went to Honduras with my family.
You took a trip.
So my family and I had not been on a family trip in I'm in my late 20s, so it must have been 15 years since the last time we went on a family trip together.
Wow.
So this year we went on a family trip to Honduras, and it is a kind of touristy island of Honduras that we went to.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know that I've, during my adult life, spent that long of a period of time exclusively around my immediate family ever. I might not have spent that much time around my immediate family exclusively since I was like 4. It was insane. It was so we're in this cabana, right? And it's 3 bedrooms, and all the doors are very thin, and so like everyone's going to bed at like,
what are you in, like, an Airbnb?
Yeah, it's an Airbnb.
Mm-hmm.
And we're all going to bed at like 10 o'clock, right? And I'm not on that schedule, you know?
Oh yeah, geezers go to bed so early.
And I'm like, oh shit! Like there was a night that my mom and my dad both went to bed at 8 o'clock, and I was like, holy
yeah,
shit!
It's like you just gotta browse my phone now, I guess.
And now my sister, my lovely sister, who I adore, she's got a lot of shit going on. she's on the autism spectrum. She's a hypochondriac. She is she's an anxious person.
One of those people that caught Tourette's from TikTok.
No, that's not her.
That's good,
no. No. She's the best. It's just that whenever I would get up to go to the bathroom, I would, without fail, no matter what time of the night it was, I would hear from elsewhere in the cabana. My sister would go, "What's going on?"
like a Metal Gear Solid NPC. Like, what was that noise?
Who goes there? Yeah. Exactly.
Who turned out the light?
Yeah. So yes, exactly right. So I get up to get water or whatever because it's 11:30 and I have been sitting in bed by myself for an hour and a half. I've been in bed by myself.
Like that paranoia. I hate when that paranoia you have just because you're getting up is just immediately like actually realize, and someone's like, oh.
Never in my life has it been this way. It was.
I know, because like you always think that like your parents can hear and see everything, but like you do something right in front of them and they just like don't realize it. You know?
They are extremely asleep, deeply asleep people. And then I'm getting up to, the water there isn't potable. You can't get water from the tap, so I have to go to the kitchen to get water from a big jug. And so it's like, what's going on? Yeah, every single time I got up, which is like 3 or 4 times a night because I'm a human, and so that was driving me insane.
Yeah.
And I got used to it eventually, but that was 7 days of that. We were there for a week.
Did you were you just at in sort of an enclosed resort thing, or did you go out into a town or anything at any point?
We did. This was a Far Cry 3 experience, I'd say. This was
no malaria at least then. Not like Far Cry 2.
Not that I've been tested for yet. No. That was Zika. On the table. Zika not on this island, fortunately, but malaria. Is
Honduras
on the table.
One of those countries where you can just buy Adderall or Xanax over the counter? Did you go to any medicine store?
I looked. No, it wasn't there.
You didn't get any San Pedro. You didn't trip on mescaline.
No, I asked.
Yeah.
And no, they weren't able to get any sort of. At least from they
Did
didn't
you
get the
actually
gringos. I asked about prescription drugs to because we had a guide during one of the days, and I'm like, "What's the deal with prescription drugs?" And he's like,
subtle.
And he's like, why would I be subtle?
I just feel like they're they're probably not just gonna tell you yeah, you can get fucking perks. It probably wouldn't be good for their business.
This is the kind of place where they would. I got the read that this is above boards to ask that. So,
I'm sure you can get weed.
So shit was all kinds of crazy. Yeah. So it's like a true third world nation. The power lines on the side of the road. The road is largely mud, and the power lines on the side of the road are drooping down and overlapping and making very uncomfortable humming noises. And our internet worked about 3% of the time that we were there. and there was really nothing to do other than drink. So they had 1.75-liter bottles of rum that you could purchase for the low price of $6.
Oh my fucking god! You're gonna get methanol poisoning.
If I'm telling you, we finished a 1.75-liter bottle of rum in 36 hours.
No, for sure.
It was because there was nothing for us to do other than go out.
Yeah.
I would wake up in the morning and there was going to be football games on at noon, and it's like, okay, well, I ate breakfast at 7:30, and then now it is 11, so it's time to start drinking rum. It was crazy, that I never got a hangover. Insane the amount of drinking I did without getting a hangover. But shit, man, what else was going on? So my sister was crazy. My dad got blackout drunk one night, and I had to help him to bed, which was a weird thing. Let's see.
That's fine. Is it good food?
There was good food, but not like what you would expect. They had really good burgers. All their beef was amazing.
Nice.
Because they were bringing it over from the mainland. I went to the grocery store. We went to the grocery store a couple times. So we got 3, 4 or 5 ounce filet mignon for $7.
Jesus.
And we got 2 rotisserie chickens. Those rotisserie chickens were like $3 a piece or something.
Oh god.
And it was, the chicken breast was cheap. Everything was cheap except for a couple of very specific things, like romaine lettuce was $15 for a bag because they can't.
I've been hearing there's lettuce problems, in a lot of places.
So yeah, there was sketchy shit. The driving's crazy. Everyone's a 12-year-old riding a motorcycle. Was
it crowded? Were you at like a place where a lot of people?
No, it was dead.
Nice.
I mean, we in the vicinity of our Airbnb, we interacted with maybe like 10 people total.
Wow.
And we went to a zip line one day that we were there, like a zip line course, which was fucking nuts. It was like, I think we went through like 20 odd zip lines, and so to get up to the zip line, like the top of the mountain, which is the highest one in the entire island, to do the zip line, they loaded people. So our driver and guide that we had hired got us in the good spot. So we there's a pickup truck which is always in low gear that people pile into the back of, and then it goes up a 60-degree slope, like some sort of ridiculous craggly rock face, like it like maybe 5 miles per hour, over like right next to a cliff, and so it goes over this extremely precarious environment. Our driver had gotten us the hookup, so we were able to go inside the pickup truck. Meanwhile, there were a dozen people in the back of the pickup just kind of hanging on in the back of the cab as this thing slid its way up the side of this mountain face. And then we did this zipline course. But yeah, that was a wild ass fucking trip. I got back and I was like, I'm pretty sure I had a good time, but I also think that was a completely surreal week-long experience that I might not recover from for some time.
Yeah, you gotta process it.
I really did have to process it. It was truly wild. Yeah, that was my Christmas. Not very restful.
Yeah, true.
That's all I got, I think. I don't know. I probably have some other shit that I forgot, but
for Christmas did you even do gifts? I got a pair of cool binoculars. That's what
I was going to ask you about gifts. I've
been trying to. There's been a bald eagle hanging out in my neighborhood. I'm trying to get through these binoculars. I drove right underneath it the other day. It's pretty cool. I got that crazy new processor. 32 threads, nice. Baby.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't really
Threadripper?
No, it's not a Threadripper. It's a 5950X.
What is it?
Ryzen 5950X.
Okay.
It's got to be like the most efficient processor maybe ever. It's like 32 threads, 16 cores, and it pulls like 140 watts or something.
Jesus Christ! It's almost 5 gigahertz. Jesus
Oh
Christ.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And like my plan was to sell my old one to recoup some of the money, and I got it on eBay. But now I'm like, actually, if I put the old Ryzen CPU into my Plex server, then I'll be able to stream 4K out of it. So all the money I thought I was going to be saving, I was like, actually, like, yeah, maybe I'll keep that one.
Move that 2500X out of there.
Yeah, I might have to retire the 2500K.
Oh yeah, 2500K.
Rest in peace.
Where'd you go for Christmas? Where'd you go for the day of?
I went to my mom's. I helped her cook it wasn't a prime rib. What did she get? A tenderloin, beef tenderloin. It's my mom's cooking is not bad, but like she really doesn't know how to cook. Like, cause people her age just like learn kind of just by themselves, like, or just like kind of guessed it and then never really changed up their techniques.
Sure.
So like I was pretty much steering the tenderloin cooking. I was like, yeah, we're gonna sear it first in this pan full of oil. And she takes it, and she was scared of the oil, so she like threw the fucking tenderloin from a foot in the air into all this oil, and like it's splattered everywhere. Just everywhere. And I was like, what? I didn't say it, but I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Mom, just lay it away from you.
I know. It's like she doesn't sear things. They don't sear things.
My mom is an obsessive cookbook and like recipe person, so like
they'll follow recipes for the simplest shit. Like they can't improvise anything.
My mom, well, they improvise. She's got the skill. She makes stuff like just kind of on a whim, but she has as long as I've been around, always been like finding recipes for specific things, and she generally does a pretty good job. How's your family? How's the family doing?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, my dad's all moved into his crazy McMansion.
Yeah, his crazy fucking Bond lair.
Yeah. I want to like Nick from $1 Million Extreme has this show. He has a like a 3-hour long stream that he does like once or twice a week, where people send him houses to like review and talk shit about, or if they're good. What's that?
Funny. It's a funny premise.
He's so fucking funny, and he knows like everything about like DIY home improvement and like buying houses and real estate and shit. And I really would love to see what he has to say about my dad's house, because it has everything that he would hate about a house. Just like there's a fucking tree growing in the middle of it, and the layout is so weird, and like he hates shit like that. It's so funny. That's such a great that show's getting like bigger than like the other content on their channel. Like he's really fucking good at that. Yep. Family's doing good. Stepsister's still hot.
Is she married?
Who? Stepsister?
Yeah.
No. She has a boyfriend.
How old is your stepsister?
She's the same age as my sister. She's 3 years younger than me.
Oh shit. About to slide in there.
You better slide in there. Yeah, my sister is it's rough. It's a bad situation. Ooh,
as in
boy.
as in like just lifestyle doesn't agree with you, or like actual bad situation?
She's really big and fat. She's a big old chumbo. Oh my god, dude. She's just holy shit. I don't know what SSRI they got her on.
What is she doing?
She works at a cafe. I think is she still finishing up college? Maybe she has an internship. I don't know.
That'll do it. Working at that cafe, eating them goodies.
Maybe, yeah. I think it's just like a coffee place. Yeah, they might have some tasty breakfast sandwiches. I've been eating a fuck ton. I'm surprised I'm not like huge. I think I probably gained some weight, but like I'm just hungry all the time. I don't know what's going on. Just sitting in this house, I guess.
I got back from Roatan and I had lost weight. I had lost weight somehow.
Oh yeah, living in other countries will like. There's something about the food they got. I don't know.
Oh my god! When I got back,
they don't have the polyunsaturated fats.
I didn't experience this when we went to Japan, but in Roatan, when I got back, I was like nothing I craved more in this world than a fucking fat American cheeseburger, like a disgusting, like rancid, like just triple cheeseburger with fucking quadruple bacon on it. That was what I wanted more than fucking anything when I got back. And I don't know what exactly was missing because I was eating burgers while I was there, but it wasn't the same.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got a hot stepsister who you're gonna sabotage her relationship. So that
I'm gonna go down to Brooklyn and just first I have to find out where she lives, find out who her boyfriend is, find some kind of like wedge point that I can really exacerbate while somehow like finding an excuse to stay down there, finding some kind of living situation, maybe renting a car to live in, and just absolutely just styling on this dude.
This is Declan Irishman.
She can't even see him the same way anymore.
This is Declan Irishman. He moved down to Brooklyn to be with his stepsister, who was already in a relationship with a boyfriend. He's about to be interrogated by lead investigator.
So what's this all about? What's this even go?
I was like, why don't you stop killing yourself, please? Stop putting the gun in your mouth and blowing your brains out.
I was like, stop looking at me that way. That's making me stab your boyfriend with a knife. I don't even know why you're doing that. I don't even want to do it. I was like, man, she was like looking at me, and she's like looking, and I was like, I gotta be stabbing this guy.
Stop putting your corpse onto my cock, please. Stop forcing your undead body, your reanimated undead body that has been brought back to life by your necromancer boyfriend to ride my cock, please. It was like
I'm the reincarnation of Jesus of Nazareth. Yeah.
Anyway,
God, she's hot. I should just stop talking about it. Yeah, we watched White Album 2.
Yeah.
For this episode, you wanted to watch, and I quote, some girl shit. I don't know if that's a quote, and I don't even know if this is a girl show.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I don't know.
I got to about episode 11, and I'm like, hey.
It's not a shoujo. There's not a lot of shoujos out there. I don't know, like shoujo romance. Hey. I mean, there's just not that much out there. I don't know, like it's not like a really trashy like male harem like fucking diabolic lovers shit. Like something with a beginning and an ending. That's also romance. That's also not just like I don't know, like the lady equivalent of like Transformers, where just like characters show up just so they can have like little collectible, like the way they like amass like gay dudes in real life as friends to like keep as exotic pets, because I feel like girl centric anime, like the dudes, like they talk about like how much they like the dudes and how much they want to fuck the dudes, but I don't think they actually want to fuck the dudes. I think they want to just like keep them in like a little glass like shelf on display. Like they don't actually want to fuck them. They're always just like weird like circus clown like goth guys,
Yeah,
they don't want to fuck those guys in real life.
Every single person I've ever known who is into boy shows like that is a lesbian black lady. So like that, and I don't think they have any interest in the boys at all. Now that I think about it,
not those boys.
Yeah, that was my experience in college. Of course, I've told the story many times that in my freshman dorm on my floor.
Truro's here. Truro, I've been waiting for you, motherfucker. I've been seeing you in Leah's streams. I got you, bitch. I got the screenshots.
He's got the screenies. What do you?
I got you dead to rights, bitch. I've been seeing you getting those Leah memberships. You think I don't have eyes everywhere, dude?
The interrogation began with an accusation.
You watched an anime girl shock herself with a dog collar, you creep. Ew. Of course that means I also was watching that stream, but what the hell, man?
Truro was presented with evidence.
I'm taking you down with me. Finally. I wanted to get that out of my system.
Oh, people have been in the chat this whole. There've been a couple of responses.
Wanted is Fight Club mixed with the Jason Statham crank movies.
I can see that.
I feel like it wants to be that more than it actually accomplishes it.
No, that's how they pitched it for sure.
Oh yeah, they were like, what if it was like Crank, but more sassy. Sucker Punch has been described as stripped for your freedom by critics, so they liked it. Is it people take their clothes off in that movie?
So White Album 2, much like Avatar 2: The Way of Water, treads in a story that is as a tale as old as time, which is the age-old story of what if there were two pussies? What if there were two? What if a guy could have? What if there were two pussies that a guy could have?
As soon as Eve showed up, Adam was like, "What if there were fucking two of these? What would I even do? The choice? Oh my god!"
It's the Kobayashi Maru. It is the unwinnable scenario that you find yourself in. It's the gushy pussy the gushy pussy Nupoon, which is the what if there were two pussies dilemma. And
this is the first guy, the guy who like cheated the Kobayashi Maru by reprogramming it is the guy who invented the threesome.
Yeah, exactly. Which, I mean, that's really, it's a will they won't they, where the entire thing is do they all fuck. And
I wonder if there's a route like that in the visual novel. Yeah,
it feels like there has to be, because that's the only reason I finished. I was genuinely considering about like 6 or 7 episodes in being like, I don't know. I don't know if I care to finish White Album 2. So I was really I was greatly disappointed.
The first half is a lot slower. Yeah. Yeah, it's a show about getting the school band back together, sort of. So it's only 3 people.
For like a couple of episodes. And then there's also, do you remember the part where there were other characters?
There's a lot of really unused. I mean, like there's like some support, like comedic relief. I think they're the student counselor or something characters. But then there's like the queen bee, like hair drill girl who is like set up and then nothing ever happens to her. It's very strange. I was
baffled when they came back. You know, at the end of the show, I was like, so are those girls? Those girls were also going to perform at the school festival, right? Is that correct?
I don't know. The whole they were going to be in like the beauty pageant or whatever, or she was.
Oh, right. And
but
when they
never
came
showed
back
that
up on the screen, I was like, what? Who are these hoes?
Yeah.
Where do they get these hoes from? Okay, so yeah, it's the show starts as.
The show starts with some sweet guitar riffs, and you know, for a show that focuses so much on music, like I know that you want to like stay, you know, true to the source material or whatever. Like visual novel adaptations always like use the original BGM and stuff because you can always tell, like just VN music has this just sound to it. It's completely unmistakable. You can never ever not hear visual novel music.
It is the sound of laying underneath all of your covers in your bed, while playing PSP is what that sound is. It is it's like a MIDI program for like children that you'd have in like a school music class. God damn, do they ever milk that one song? I mean, that one song returns, which I guess is White Album.
I mean, the song White Album.
Yeah, White Album.
Yeah.
White Album is the thing that happened apparently in the original thing, which is takes place 10 years prior, I suppose.
Yeah, so this is not it's a sequel, but it's really just more like a spiritual successor because it just sort of takes place in the same timeline or whatever. There's probably some references and maybe some cameos from the original characters. The original character, there was an anime adaptation of White Album, but no one ever talks about it or speaks positively of it. The main characters were Aya Hirano, I think, and Nana Mizuki. So big names, and it was a 2-core show, but no one likes it apparently. But yeah, I guess in that show they write this song or something. This adaptation is by Satellite, and it's 2013. The The visual novel is like 2 parts. It's 2010 and 2011. It's satellite, so there is a cameo by a couple of Symphogear characters at one point. Did you catch it? Probably not.
No. Nope.
No, they're
Went right over my head.
They're characters from the second season onward of Symphogear. But yeah, it's a romance show with a lot of music stuff. The character design, it's a little like it struck me as a little, this is a weird adjective, but all I could think of was stiff. Animation,
you don't even understand how
stiff.
these could have articulated. How could these characters even articulate? You've set them up for failure from the beginning, because these things are supposed to slide across your screen, your PSP screen, as you have the music set to the lowest volume possible in your bedroom, well, so that your parents don't wake up, or in my case, your sister doesn't wake up and say, "What's going on?" These are characters of deep longing and loneliness. It's
not a bad looking show, you know.
I was not
kind of VN style.
It is a show that looks. You can view it.
It does look, yeah.
you can technically they completed enough frames for there to be a narrative that goes on from the beginning to the end. There are periods where they put a little bit more effort into certain sequences that are like the money sequences, you know, like romantic peaks and stuff. But it's pretty flat, I'd say. I don't think it's got a lot of character.
Yeah, and then the music they play, it like I was gonna say it sounds like Gran Turismo menu music, but actually it's like Gran Turismo menu music has more soul and funk to it than this. They should have I mean, you're supposed to be playing the guitar. A lot of these songs seem to not even have guitar in it, or you can't tell. I don't know.
It's just fucking all piano. It's one piano line repeated.
That one part he's always practicing by himself in the club room. It's this fucking like Weezer Island in the Sun ass like guitar sound. He's like strumming it. It sounds just like that opening riff of Island in the Sun.
My cat woke up.
There's 2 hoes.
There are 2 hoes. One of the hoes is an ice queen, and the other hoe is destined to have her heart broken from frame 1.
I mean,
have her heart broken or eat pussy, one or the other. Those are the 2 options she's got.
I felt like it wasn't like telegraphed so heavily. I mean, the one thing I did know about this show is who he gets with, and also that there's a long fuck scene that I've seen a webm of many times, and that she limps out of his apartment. So I knew there was hot fucking.
Yeah.
But everything else I didn't really know much about. There's a lot of like going back and forth. We get like they keep alluding to things that happened, and I kept thinking that I wasn't paying close enough attention to the dialogue because they keep referring to things that happened to them in the past, which I was, I made so sure that like this was definitely a standalone just thing that you didn't need to see White Album for. But the way they like gloss over certain things until they get to like the flashback sequences telling you about them still made me doubt that. I was like, is there something I'm supposed to know about how these people interacted in the past? Because I get like, were they
keep you on your toes, man? They're just making sure
they were together at a band at some point, but then also she was teaching him guitar in the summer. I still don't remember.
When you get to the second half of the show, once the perspective flips for a couple episodes, I'm like, oh motherfucker! Oh, I already know that she likes him. I already know that this girl likes this boy. I already know this.
I thought the last few episodes were the strongest ones because I feel like that gives you a lot more insight into like actually. You're saying that there's drama that's occurring. You're saying that there's there's drama that has occurred. Yeah, I mean it just gives puts a new perspective on things. I thought that was fine. I thought that was the stronger part of the show.
For me, it's like the first half where we're just kind of going through the motions, where our guy is falling for this ganky lady. it doesn't have this. It doesn't have like much intrigue. And then the second half is where all the intrigue occurs. So I'm just kind of slogging through this very slow first half of the show.
Yeah, the first half is
extremely by the numbers,
trying to set up this, and he put so much. It's like his life's mission to do like 3 songs at a school festival, and it's like, why are you so obsessed with it? It doesn't really give him a reason to be so fucking crazy about like killing himself to learn the guitar for 3 songs just for this one thing. Like, what is
you literally just started
here?
learning guitar? You literally just started learning to play the guitar like a year ago.
They really don't give him enough like reason to be doing that. Yeah, like they give him like as a protagonist. Like I was glad he wasn't like a totally useless pussy, like a total bottom of the barrel harem protagonist. Like he is taking charge in a lot of situations. He's like owning up to his mistakes. He is making decisions. He is doing things. He is proactive in a lot of ways. And I was like, that's nice. But I don't know why he is so gung-ho about playing guitar at this thing. They don't really go into that at all.
Not like a... When it does happen, I don't feel like it has enough fanfare, which is insane. Like,
because the music's not very good. The crowd is just like the crowd you would expect at like a school festival. They're like, yay, you know.
It's crazy that I don't care about this festival performance at all. It's like this is the whole we've been building up to this.
Is this a Japanese thing where it's just like, is this how important could this even be to anyone?
I was also, I mean, obviously this is anime, so like it doesn't matter. But this high school girl is performing at a high school festival in bondage wear. And
it's like, so great.
It's crazy, like how I think there are a couple of peaks in the show. One of the peaks in the show for me is period where Homeboy is not allowed to like practice with them at all until he has this guitar solo memorized, which is like just kind of a fun premise for like a thing. Like that's just like a kind of a cool idea where, oh, my cat is sitting on my keyboard now. Nope, sorry. You know, I think that's fun. I think that the first little bit of those flashbacks is fun because, which goddamn, how many times do we flashback while somebody's playing a song or a song is playing dramatically over? I feel like it happens every other episode where we're flashing back to people in fucking classrooms and shit, man. I don't know. I had such a hard time getting invested in this at all. Frankly, it was crazy. I was primed and ready to go, and I just didn't do anything for me at all. I wanted to think like a lady for a little bit.
Yeah, I always got the impression that people like were really surprised by this and really liked it. And I guess maybe it depends on what expectations you were going in with. I don't know. But yeah, our 2 girls are like doe-eyed Asuka and angry Hime-cut girl. And you know, what's Asuka's names? I just knew it a little while ago.
What?
Huh?
What are you looking for?
Their names.
Oh God. Oh, fucking
Oh yeah. Setsuna. Red hair is Setsuna, and black hair, Ice Queen is Kazusa, or everyone calls it Toma. Toma Kazusa. So Setsuna's thing is that she has FOMO, basically. That's her character problem, is that she had junior high drama, and now she's very afraid of like being excluded from anything in any way, which I get. And then Toma has mommy issues, so she's very cold and distant and reserved, and she doesn't want to like, I guess, burden anyone, so she kind of hides her feelings.
Right, I just had to deal with my cat. I'm listening.
The main issue
now.
Homeboy runs into is that he fucks up and just kind of takes her at her word and doesn't properly intuit that her feelings and goes for the easy
tang
for ganking girl. Easy tang. Yeah. Fucks up and just cruises for easy tang. You know who I love that I wanted to be more in the show is a student council girl with the sort of messy hair in the back. I think her name's Ito or Io. What the hell is her name? She just
is she the one? Is she the one that's she was part of the cafe?
Yes. Yeah,
I like her.
Yeah, she's great. She doesn't have any problems. At least, I mean, probably because
nobody involved in this other than the main 3 characters and then the one character's mom have any problems. Everybody else has no arc. They did not get to do anything.
There's so few characters. Like there's so many instances of because it's the 3 of them, and they're trying to stay friends despite the love triangle,
very
not
obvious.
love triangle, but the drama, the love problems, and also the leaving the country problems because piano girl, serious girl plays the piano and she's the daughter of a huge piano star, so there's this background thing of her leaving the country, and so they're all trying to stay together as friends, and so there's so many references that Setsuna makes to all of us or everyone, and it's just she just ends up meaning the 3 of them. So
there's her birthday party.
Yeah, and she's like, no, I want it to be with all of us, the whole gang. Yeah, and it's just you
mean that one motherfucker that programmed the drums?
They don't even bring him to the spa. Yeah, they make a joke about that. They're just don't even bring the guy who did the whole show, all the instrumentals for him.
Yeah, he said did the lighting and shit. It's don't even entertain the idea that anybody else will be getting strange in this. Those 2 sweet pieces of ass belong to one guy and one guy alone.
Oh yeah, Io Mizusawa. She's adorable. I hope she has a route.
I think most of the time that I saw any of those side characters, they were in the background and off model deliberately, so I didn't even have to think. I think they were signaling to me that I didn't have to retain any of that shit. Mm-hmm. They would, look, man, if you're not drawn full quality in a mid shot, then there's no way that I have to remember anything about you.
I bet in the VN everyone has a 10-hour fucking backstory arc.
Yeah, everyone has a dead brother or parents, and
not necessarily. They did go out of their way to Setsuna has a baito. She has a part-time job where she disguises herself for something. Oh yeah, this is a whole fucking thing I forgot about. They don't convey well enough that Setsuna is supposed to be insanely hot, but she's treated she's almost like a celebrity just because she's so hot and she can sing, I guess. But she looks she doesn't look stand out enough from the other characters because everyone looks pretty similar in character design. But they keep treating her she she's a big star, and you sort of get it over time, but they don't hammer it into your head well enough that she's supposed to be, I guess, way hotter than everyone else or something. You need to.
She's undercover. I like her when she got the glasses on.
Yeah, that's cute. But I know it's generic, but you need a scene where a bunch of guys see her and faint, or she gets chased around by a bunch of groupies or something. I had no idea that
they're like, oh, here she comes. Oh,
yeah, you need to have a bubble background, with slow pan up of her.
Oh my God, that's the queen bee at the school. That's the hottest piece of tail in the. You get a sequence where you've got let's say we had a side character. Let's just say that there was a side character in this, a person that wasn't one of the 3 core protagonists, that could deliver lines on screen. And let's say that this was some sort of person of ill repute, perhaps some sort of wretch or cretin who ogles girls all the time and talks to the main character about how hot they are.
I mean, the main character has he has the friend character who's like kind of a slightly toned down version of that guy. He hits on the girls a little bit. Yeah, it's not a lot.
Show me it. Just really, really hammer it home. Give me them talking about how hot she is. Give me him being like, I can't believe you get to be in a band with her. Fucking,
Yeah.
That kind of shit.
Yeah, but they do mention that Setsuna like doesn't like, have any like family problems. So they at least avoid that with her. She just had like, her character is just family, like a character.
Though. These characters just be running off and having sex in places. Like they don't have any. There's nobody. They're not accountable to anybody. They go they go to this it's not a hot spring resort. It's like a winter resort that they go to or whatever hotel, and they just go the three of them, and their parents are just chill with this shit. They're like, well, there's 2 girls there. Surely if there are 2 girls there won't be any.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of weird because like Setsuna's dad is supposed to be strict. He didn't even want her like having friends over or like being in the like music club. But yeah, they just don't explain. Like at one point, she just like
they're like we want 3 people in a hot tub and 2 of them are going to be girls.
Just gonna drive in a snowstorm to a hot springs.
Yeah, you high school student who clearly can't drive a car. It's like
we'll pay for this.
Yeah, take my daughter. I will not vet you at all. No vetting required.
It's fine.
I thought that was it's strange. Like it doesn't really bother me much, but that particular aspect, because it's not like a school trip, and it's not like they're going with a bunch of people. It's just 3 people, and they're all around the same age, or they're all basically the same age, and they're all horny and want to fuck each other. So like I just don't like. Somebody dropped the ball here. I don't know.
Even the girls do kind of want to fuck each other, which is normal for girls. But they do make a couple references to like, I wish you were a boy. Yeah, it is. Which is a nice thing to say, I guess. That's a good friend thing to say.
And I wish you were a boy, man.
Oh, well, that's not exactly what I meant.
I thought it was a nice thing to say.
It's context. There's nuance. There's more to it than that.
I'm not good at nuance. Happy you're not getting up on my monitor right now, buddy. I'm gonna beat the shit out of this cat. How much squealing do you have to hear, and how many horrible sounds do you have to hear before, like, Ethan, are you beating up your cat right now?
Yeah. Bunch of shrieks.
What would you need to hear, and would you be genuinely concerned?
Like the stock sound effect, like the meow.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about how my cat like totally freaked out and like almost attacked me?
You told me about how your cat stopped using the litter box, but you didn't tell me about her freaking out and attacking you.
Oh no! One day, like it was like morning. I was making coffee in my kitchen. My cat was up on the counter, and like I used the sink for a second, and behind me she jumped off the counter, and I turn around and start like walking away from the counter, and she like went full freak out mode. Like all her hair stood on end, and she started like hissing like loud warning, like shriek noises, like moan, like crazy fucking noises. Like I've never seen a cat like in panic mode of this magnitude. She got so freaked out that she peed on the floor a bit.
What happened?
And I still don't fucking know. Like I might have moved in some way where like she totally just like it activated some kind of, or what I think actually happened is I think she might have seen something out the window and then like redirected her aggression at me. But like she fucking there were a couple points where she actually she chose fight instead of flight and like came at me, and I was extremely fucking scared because she was in no nonsense mode, and she pinned me in. She pinned me in the kitchen for a few minutes. I couldn't leave because every time she was like blocking the only exit into my office, and every time I took a single step towards her, she would like flip the fuck out. It was crazy.
Well, Also, I don't want to fucking hurt your cat. You know, it's
I don't want to kick my cat across the room. I would have done it.
Yeah, because that's not going to help the situation. You know?
So then I ended up I finally got past her, but she was still like freaking out, and I just barricaded myself in my office and was like, "What the fuck do I do? What happened?" It was crazy. Eventually, she just calmed down. I don't know what happened, but she might have seen a dog or something. I don't know.
Weird.
Yeah, really weird.
My cat will growl sometimes and stuff out the window, but he just gets like a scared little pussy and runs off. So, he ain't got shit. Yeah. He's not packing anything. He's got the limp little scrotum to prove he's not a man anymore.
Oh, there he is. Yeah. Yeah, and so okay, White Album 2. Yeah, the first half of the show is intense, band training zone.
I think it's only 2 weeks that they're practicing.
2 or 3 weeks, yeah, and they're practicing 10 hours a day. They say it's just so not worth it for what they play for the event.
They play 2 or 3 songs at a shitty.
They play three songs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So the thing is what really bothered me is look, you're doing a band show where they got to get the band together and you're going to have the big performance. Make the motherfuckers play the actual instruments. Show me somebody putting their hands on a fret and strumming once. It is always shots there. No, the shots are always behind people's backs and aiming up at faces. And there's never they don't have any sort of money shots of like them playing the instruments or anything.
Yeah, I mean, if they were to they could do the Haruhi thing where it's they have the CG fingers of, remember when Yuki's doing the guitar? Maybe they didn't want to just 'cause that's such a famous scene. Maybe they didn't want to just ape that.
They do that same shit in Deck, and it works totally fine. I understand the conceit. If you can't afford to have them play in Beck, they're playing the songs 1-to-1 on the instruments. I don't even need that. I don't know how these things are played. I don't hand me a guitar. I can't play a goddamn thing. But at least pretend. Show me some hands touching frets, please. Draw an actual guitar in its entirety with a person touching it. That's all I ask. They didn't really do that. It's very, very limp in their presentation of the performance there.
Yeah, the reward here is pretty lackluster.
They don't even get it's not even people come up to them afterwards and tell them how awesome their performance was. It's not even there's an agent there who's you guys are pretty good. There's no. Once the performance is over, the only people that care about the performance are protagonists.
Yeah. That it's almost weird. It's almost kind of there's so little interaction with other people that it's almost a weird dream-like thing where it's just it's only these people. It's almost there's nothing outside of them.
Can we get?
It's odd.
Can I get boobs?
They have boobs.
Can I get boobs though? Is the thing. If you're
gonna dress up all hot for the concert. I like the idea of just because it's a special event, you could just wear a total fetish costume for your school show, and no one will get mad. That's fucking nice.
If you're not gonna draw the guitars, you at least got to draw nipples. That's all I ask. It's one of the. Oh,
you wanted nips.
I wanted a little bit of TNA because I'm not getting any sweet guitar playing, so I need to get a little bit. Give me something. Come on. Yeah. I sat through the 13 episodes. I want to see boob.
You got a passionate 8-minute long love scene, man. What the hell you want?
It wasn't in there.
It's more. It's like the Tomoko Market thing where it's it's. You don't need to see it. You don't need to see a kiss. You don't need to see nipples. There's more to it than that, man. Come on.
Appreciated the softcore. Don't get me wrong. I was
Thank you for the softcore.
I was all right, yeah, but it's. I don't know. I feel like I earned more than softcore. I think you got to at least give me medium core. I think you got to give me You got to give me the mother bear core.
Sometimes
I think
it's about the things that aren't shown.
Yeah, you know, in this case, I would like. No, Limp didn't do anything for me. I mean, look, I've gone hard before. I've gone hard in the motherfucking paint, Flocka. But I've gone down on girls in fucking parks before. Like I've fucking gotten freaky. I don't care about
what this show is about.
I want to see breasts.
What this show is actually this show is actually like an almost totally dedicated leg man show. Like this show's all about the legs. You won't see a fucking square inch of skin that's not leg in here, pretty much.
Yeah.
But like there's a lot of fashion that I do like. I like serious girls, like suit vest thing that she wears. I like how Setsuna's always in like a frilly short skirt.
There was something I was reading about recently. I can't remember what the anime was, but it was something I watched, and I was like looking through criticisms of it, just like on the Wikipedia page. And they were talking about how gratuitous the fan service was. And I'm so utterly desensitized to fan service at this point. It does not even register in my brain.
And also the fact that most shows are like so bad that when you just get fan service, it's like a huge improvement.
And like that's a good softcore scene. That's true. But at the same time, I'm like, I can't just watch 13 episodes for one good softcore scene. Yeah, it's not there. It's not there. I don't know. Give me some girls pissing on each other. Give me some girls pissing on each other. Give me guys drinking piss. Give me.
Yeah,
and I'm not saying it has
fan
to be
service
this.
is just like a totally made up thing. Like it's either good or it's not. You don't have to have a word for like a certain kind of thing that's not good. Like
don't just tickle the shaft and not grab the thing. Like let's be real here. Like I if this is White Album, is that pornographic? Is the White Album the VNs, are those pornographic VNs?
Oh yeah, they're adult visual novels.
Come on.
They're probably pretty vanilla still, though.
Show me. Come on.
It's on TV. What do they want them to do?
I'm buying the Blu-rays. Come on.
Yeah, I did. To be fair, I did watch the Blu-ray rip, and yeah, it's still pretty tame. It's about feeling.
And the feelings that are happening, they're pretty distressing.
Oh yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
I should have a live reaction to all the game CG is on Xentai. Thank you, Turo.
It's pretty distressing narrative. So like, if they're gonna feel really bad about the sex they're having, I should at least feel really good about watching it. Like
White
they're
Album
like,
2
oh,
extended edition.
This is a betrayal of my best friend, and I'm cheating on my girlfriend. Like, at least make it worth it for me.
All right, what's going on in here? Yeah, like I said, it's pretty. I love visual novel sex scenes where it's like, it's such a awkward angle. Like it's just like the dick is just coming in from off screen, and it's just like it's just a weird, like, it doesn't make any anatomical sense.
Yeah, I don't know. I was gravely disappointed with White Album. I didn't get none of my noids were touched. I didn't get any sort of like
noids.
It didn't register in terms of like I was engrossed in the romantic plot. I was ready to be a hoe for a little bit. Sometimes a man wants to act like a hoe and watch some romance content, And then it also didn't satisfy my manly need to be a man and spunk to some hot sex.
Some hot sex. That is what we needed, with some hot sex.
It's just nothing. It falls in that gulf. Doesn't satisfy me.
Someone's blowing him in this scene. I don't know who this is though.
See, that's more of what I wanted. That's more of what I want. My
you just wanted school days
again. For White Album 2. Yeah, okay.
You want a death. You want to just gratuitous like fetish sex being done by 15-year-olds, like the crassest thing possible.
Is it too much to ask?
I guess not.
I watch one of these every 3 years.
Feeding her chocolate in this scene. I like this. I don't know who this is.
I watch one of these every 3 years. Can I get people dying? I don't know.
Yeah. You want raw fucking human.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just
give me a Lars von Trier movie.
Struggle.
Like that's I want people suffering for 6 hours.
Yeah, like people always I've always just heard such good things about this. Like what I always thought, which was weird, was that like people seem to think that it just does something very unexpected, or like I always got the impression that people like somehow like there was some kind of like he avoids like the obvious girl, and like it was somehow like people are satisfied seeing him go for like this some type of girl that doesn't usually win. But I don't really think like that's what happens here. I like both these girls, and there's really nothing like neither one of them was actually really a tsundere. Like maybe Toma like slightly in the classical sense, where she seems not to like him at first, although it's pretty obvious that she does.
Well, it's a dilemma because I like both the girls, so I don't want to see either one of them like lose, and then we get the worst of all worlds where he fucks them both. He fucks them both. I don't get to see it in a way that I'm satisfied.
He only fucks the one.
I thought we did a fade to black on one of them. I thought we get a fade to black where they're in a classroom and they boned. I thought they
not
boned.
In a classroom. No, dude.
What? It's at the end.
Well, yeah, in the VN they bone. Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna say that they boned off screen, and
she specifically says that it's too early for them to be doing that in the show.
Too early for them to be acting like a real couple going on dates, but not too early for them to have sex.
No. It's when they're talking about having the dinner party, and he's talking about it's just them two, and she.
Yeah. It's too early for us to be romantic, but not too early for us to be sexual.
What?
And that's what mattered.
It's totally. No, you just totally invented that.
Yeah, I did. Yes,
you're inventing sub narratives in your brain to make it more interesting.
I fucking was. I mean, all of these things that I'm saying about wanting fucking fetishism and piss. It's only because I want anything to grab onto that's interesting. And that's not to say that this is like garbage. I got no read. I didn't feel anything. It's
pretty simple, is the thing.
Yeah.
It goes through it pretty simply.
Couldn't believe it. 13 episodes of this.
Yeah, it doesn't feel that long. I don't know. The first half maybe was dragged out a bit because just like we're working towards like there's like a flash forward. Like the opening scene is like the end of the first half of the show, and then just that entire arc is just us getting to that first scene, and like you haven't really learned that much. Like we see that scene again, and like we know some stuff now, but it's really like it feels like we could have gotten through that stuff a bit quicker.
Okay, I just remembered something that was really bothering me.
Mm-hmm.
These people have had like no experiences together. They have had like no time to interact and be silly and like have all of the things that they were extreme high drama.
They were all previously in the music club together, like before, right? They make references.
No. The main character boy was in the music club. The girl, neither of the girls was in it.
Why did they all talk like they were then?
They performed together at the festival.
No, before that.
I do not believe that they were in the music club together. No.
Well, then a lot of the dialogue is weird. Then I was getting that feeling.
But what? By the way, what subs did you watch?
UTWs.
UTW's got some weird ass sign translations in this that are sliding all over the place. There was one where
they were fine for me. Maybe that's
there was only like one or two. There was one that was way in the background that they translated like a sign in a building that I could barely read the Japanese text on the sign. So I don't know why they went through the fucking process of.
They were always big on they're pretty good with translating every sign.
But like it's exit. It's like I get it. Yeah. No, I was very. This was a real fucking tease. I want something with some real fucking meat.
You know what I was surprised by is being a romance visual novel, I was sure there was going to be some like crazy weird supernatural thing injected into the story, because like
sure.
every visual novel is like, you know, like normal sentimental romance, but then there's just some crazy supernatural element that's like feels kind of like, even if it's good, it's like feels tacked on.
Yeah.
But none of that here. This is
one of the girls gets turned into a werewolf.
Or just like he can go back in time, or yeah, one of the girls is a spirit. Yeah, you know, I don't know.
He's got two identities that he slips between. You know.
Yeah, or like the girls are disappearing because of like memories. You know, it's just some weird like Japanese style, pseudo mythical.
They're all girls born from photographs. And the photographs are all from different eras of history.
They're all manifested by the past of the town, by the trauma.
And the closer he gets to solving the mystery, the fewer girls there are as they get deleted.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But no, instead there's two pussies and he wants to fuck them both, and it's a problem.
It's a problem. Yeah, so it's like, he gets with one girl, and then we start learning more about the situation, about his past with other girl, with Toma, and then he gets with her instead. And you know, I thought it was like believable and understandable, like the way in which he fucked up, and I liked that he just sort of realized that and kind of owned up to it. And then at the end, like when he finally gets with Toma, like it's like this. I don't know if they call it reverse NTR, but it's like weird, like how much they hammer it, that like they really fuck up poor Setsuna. Like they fuck while she's like calling him on his phone. You see the screen. Like that's some kind of fetish thing where it's like, oh, that's brutal. And I can
the phone.
I can get why like that'd be like a thing for some people. That's like some kind of turn on thing, but it's like, oh, it's like a bad feeling also, you know. And also when they start to fuck, this was the funniest thing in the world to me. When they start to fuck, they like knock over a picture and it breaks, on the floor. And I was like,
yes,
why the fuck does she have a framed picture of an F-16 with a contrail in her room?
That's his room. Isn't it his room? Because she lives in the house
it is
with her. Yeah, which also can't really explain it any more easily, because it's a framed photograph.
Why is it framed? I can get if it's a poster. Why does he have a framed picture of an F-16? Is his dad a pilot? Is that why his dad's not around? Where are his parents?
Do they
mention
them?
Goes
back to the parent thing. No. Where are his parents? I guess he's got an apartment, it seems like.
So he's just like one of those private school apartment kids in anime.
Yeah. This thing that probably doesn't exist.
Yeah, probably not super common.
Yeah, just all around bad feeling for like.
And then the final scene where like they have like he runs in, he runs back to her at the airport, and they reunite, and they just really like they have multiple camera angles where they're like hugging, and Setsuna's in the background like looking down all dour, and they're making out, and like she's
who wants this?
It's like whoa, this is a weird feeling. I don't know.
Turn the screw a little harder, like fucking make it a little bit more on the nose. Jesus Christ.
I had seen these like frames before. Like these are famous, these are the like people always bring these up, and I was like, you think that she's like some kind of villain, seeing these without having seen the show.
She's done basically nothing wrong.
She's some kind of like sex antagonist where she's like tried to drive them apart, and like this is some kind of like big like cathartic revenge scene where like she gets what's coming to her. But like not only is like this is like weirdly cruel to her to have them make out right in front of her, but like also that's the scene where she reveals that like all the stuff she says where like she didn't actually love him, and like she was just kind of acting like because she didn't want to like be left alone, was actually a lie, and she was in fact in love with him, and this is just like extra painful for her. Well, it's like it's
like I don't know. Did you just want me to feel bad? like
Yeah,
you could call me fat.
I think it's supposed to be like bittersweet, where it's like, he just has to kind of, he has to kind of make things right, even though it's like means hurting this other person even more because he's already fucked up so bad that someone's getting hurt either way.
Well, these people
so you have to kind of live with your like decision. Yeah. But then also that's just the ending, and she just goes to like Italy, and like I don't even know what happens. I don't even know what's supposed to have happened. I don't get what's our status here at the end. Like what's going on? What's our situation? They don't say.
They have had their lives basically destroyed. They are teenagers who have no way of processing anything that's occurred, and also the idea that these teenagers would find themselves in this insanely complex.
I mean, they're graduating. They're 18. Like I get, they're teenagers, but still,
they don't got no skills to address this. I did think my favorite scene in the entire thing was the one where the protagonist broke down Setsuna's door and then unlocked it from the inside and smashed her up against a wall until she died.
You really wanted School Days again. You really were hoping for like a dark twist.
Yeah, I like the one where the cops come and he's like, "Oh, okay, I'll go to the police station," and then we have a whole new context to all the events that occurred because it's revealed to him that she died, and he's like, "Oh no, I couldn't have done that. I couldn't. I loved her." And it's like, "No, you killed her because you wanted to be with Kazuza." And it's like, "No, I would never do it. She tell me she's not dead." I thought that was cool.
That was very cool when that happened. Yeah.
Fuck. I'm glad that you felt similarly bad about most of the stuff that was occurring because I was like, this is, guys, come on, this is so fucking heavy-handed. It's like, I know that I'm still feeling the thing that you want me to feel, which is bad. Like you want me to be upset about what's happening because you put the worst case scenario on the screen for me to look at.
I mean, it's not the worst. Like you could have gotten either of them because you made him angry.
The worst case, I'm saying for Setsuna, where it's like she has to watch this.
Yeah. And then she ends up in this weird like she's still like trying to cling to him, but like just to keep herself from falling into this total void of crushing like a betrayal. So she's basically
it's extremely pathetic.
She's clinging to him in the last scene, almost like she's just offering herself as like a kind of comfort woman, just so she can kind of pretend. And it's just very dark, and that's just how the show ends.
The girls, they just wanted to play music together.
This all just comes out of that.
All they wanted to do was play music at the festival. I don't think
that's a tragedy. Yeah.
I don't think any of these people deserve this. It's like two girls like the same guy, and then if he fails
it's
the
like
Kobayashi
a more realistic
Maru,
School Days, yeah,
where he can't help himself, and rather than maturely addressing the scenario, just foolishly barges forward and doesn't do what's best for anybody. And I mean, everybody has the right to hate him.
It was realistically immature, like he doesn't really like do anything outrageous.
No, I'm not saying that it's unrealistic. I'm saying that it's like it makes him. I mean, he doesn't have anything to really like to begin with. So when his primary action in the show is, like really the bulk of the drama that he does is like he learns to play guitar gooder, and then he ruins these two girls' poor lives and destroys their friendship.
They are not free of responsibility.
But he was the one that was able. He was the one that was the. It ultimately came down to him. He was the Stanislav Petrov here, where he had his finger on the button, and he's like, "Do you want to blow this? Do you want to blow this whole shit up?" He's like, "Fuck it, dude, let's go."
Yeah, well,
I get it.
Toma deliberately is like, trying to be cool and reserved, so she tries to hide a bunch of stuff, but then deliberately does it poorly because because she's just being trying to absolve herself kind of, and then Setsuna does know their situation and still makes out with them.
There's no way that she could possibly know the full extent of the situation. She
sees her kiss him.
Yeah, but he's asleep, and she goes and checks and sees that he's asleep.
So
she knows that homegirl likes him.
Yeah,
but that's not a crime to like a guy that somebody else likes. You know, she doesn't know his feelings.
It's not a crime, but it's just like she talks about how she kind of got between them and made herself a third wheel, which she did knowingly.
I don't know that she would know that. That seems like a stretch.
She'd totally do that.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think that he had this finger on the trigger, and he's the one that fucking he flipped the whole powder keg wide open and just like you know who should have stepped in here? One of those other motherfuckers. You got that
one of those other people.
One of those other motherfuckers, one of those side characters that we never talked to. You know, you need a little bit of outside help here. It's like, look, man, I got these 2 pussies, and I need to do something with one of them. I need.
So, if someone presented me with it, I would beat the shit out of them. I would fucking kill that motherfucker. Someone's like, oh no, I got 2 pussies. What do I do, man?
Oh man, it's the gushy push. It's the gushy push do poon. What am I supposed to do? It's an unwinnable scenario.
I got big bouncy idle pussy. I got cold wet goth pussy. What am I supposed to do about this? I'm gonna stab you with a fucking knife. Is what you're gonna do about this? You're gonna get stabbed by me.
How is a man supposed to process 2 hot 18-year-old F-cup broads throwing themselves at you? What is a man supposed to do? I'm an honest man, an honest Catholic man. How am I supposed to deal with this scenario? Oh, I've been stabbed.
Yeah. Oh no, I have a new problem. I have a serious problem to deal with now. I've just been stabbed by my friend.
See, like that's drama.
Yeah.
This is my writing class.
Hospital arc.
This is my writing class.
Recover from a stab wound to his fucking side.
This is me teaching a class of college students. You know, like okay,
now I got 2 pussies and a catheter. Oh.
So you got this. It's like, yeah. So this story's a love triangle. So you telling me that there's 2 pussies? And it's like, okay, that's stupid. What do we do with one of these? Now we gotta do something.
Tony Soprano goes back to community college. So you're telling me there's 2 pussies?
And we gotta do something about one of them.
You gotta keep 2 of the pussies. That's fine.
So you got 2 pussies. You gotta get rid of one because one of the pussies found out about the other pussy. You gotta get rid.
I would hire 2 black guys and take out one of the pussies.
Yeah. I've heard the scene where Setsuna gets smacked in the back of the head with a baseball bat. She's on her way to the hospital after being brutalized by her boyfriend, and I thought that was a little overkill until I got to the part where she
do the concert. I still have to do the school festival.
I thought that it was crazy that she got smacked in the head with a baseball bat until I saw the scene where she bled out to death at the feet of her boyfriend and her best friend as they were making out and having sex. Absolutely. I thought that was a little bit over the top of them to do it like that. I don't agree with the decision, but I also respect the art because it made me feel something. And making me feel something is better than feeling nothing. And that's what art is all about at the end of the day. I don't have to agree
making you feel at all.
Yeah, I don't have to agree with the way that it makes me feel. It's a 10 out of 10 because let me see if I can find this fucking review from this one guy. Where'd he go?
You read that. I'm going to use the bathroom again.
Okay. Man, do I always talk this much on episodes? Holy shit. I might only talk this much ever in the context of a podcast. I have expended 3 months of talking during the span of this. God, I'm out of practice. God, I really want to find this review because it's so funny. This guy has these extremely verbose, dense, unnecessarily complex reviews. Oh, here we go. This is awesome. I got it. Since being done with Ligotti's conspiracy against the human race, I've been attached to this idea of Zapp's four-way philosophy. especially interesting is sublimation, because it seems strange that a pessimistic mindset would be conquered by itself in a self-mutilating loop. Though maybe it's because it feels self-mutilating and becomes pessimistic. The thing about pessimistic philosophy is that it's based entirely around aesthetic and a gut feel over something else. The point I'm making in bringing up one of the big daddies of dark philosophy is that love for dark things is as fundamental a drive as love for romantic idealist things. It's just as aesthetic to describe life as grand, meaningless, pestilent gothic drama as it is to describe it as grand eschatological redemption. We live, especially in these times, in a world where the evils aren't even morally horrific and tragic as they. Okay. We live, especially in these times, in a world where the evils aren't even morally horrific and tragic as they are mere humiliations of our human spirit. Thus, what appears to be great movements in the interior human spirit and great passions, especially with regard to our daily romances, come across as petty and insipid when viewed from cruel reality. I mean, we all want to lie in grass and stare romantically at the stars with a significant other, or we want to go crazy and shout our love everywhere, or dance the rooftops and drink champagne. But the truth of the matter is that from the view of another, there isn't any fleeting transcendence involved, and that when outside our own there isn't any. Dude, these are the most run-on sentences ever. I mean, I guess there's punctuation here, but it's not. I mean, you're not Dostoevsky.
I'll keep going. I'm gonna lose the rest of my sentence in my memory.
Let me start it all over again.
Oh, no, don't start it over. No. I think I agree with that one, actually.
I mean, we all want to lie on the grass and stare romantically at the stars with a significant other. Or we want to go crazy and shout our love everywhere. Or dance on rooftops and drink champagne. But the truth of the matter is that from the view of another, there isn't any fleeting transcendence involved when outside our own solipsism. Some of it comes across as banal and juvenile, as ridiculous embarrassment. So the true use of art is to play our own little realities as fully as we possibly can, to make it as truthful to the tragic overtures and idealistic life affirmation as that we conceive in our own heads. See, that's the thing. You know, the thing is that this has no like this anime this person's trying to wax poetic about. It's basically just text appearing on the screen. Like there's no art behind the way that's presented at all. So I can't get into this. I can't get into this mind space that this dopey motherfucker is in, where he's ascribing all these sort of fucking platitudes to. Like I don't think that there's enough art here to analyze it like this. I think it's just flat, melodramatic, Drek, essentially. Like I don't get where this I don't understand. Okay, well here let's get to the part where he talks about what this has to do with White Album 2. Well, okay then, what's that got to do with White Album 2? This is a quote, open quote. Many books promoted as vehicles of a quote-unquote dark vision finish up by lounging in a warm bath of affirmation, often doing a traitorous turnabout. And this is okay. All right. This guy's really obsessed with the goatee.
Yeah, a lot of recommendeds in the reviews. What can one say about White Album 2? Well, it is obviously one of the most underrated series I have seen in a while. Going into the series, I had no idea what to expect. I should make it clear that I have not seen the original White Album series, so I didn't really care much about what it was. Blah, 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 blah. What are some good romances that aren't Toradora? Because it's perfect. I guess you could watch Tsuki ga Kirei from a few years ago. It's like 2017 or whatever. You watched that one, didn't you?
Tsuki ga Kirei?
No? Maybe not. That was 2017. Whew. I was hoping.
I did not watch Tsuki ga Kirei.
No. I don't know why I thought you did.
If I did, it's gone. If I did, that's completely gone.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's. Try Armand White reviews. Okay. Oh, this is the guy who's the
that guy rules.
he's just the contrarian. Like that's his whole thing. Like that's just
yeah.
Okay.
He is always right though.
Yeah, good romance anime. You've seen if you're listening to this podcast, you've seen more than I have. So I can't recommend anything to you. I'm sorry. I seriously doubt that anybody who is listening to an episode of Gang Stalking has seen fewer romance anime than I have.
Kaguya-sama's more of a comedy, but that's a good romance. Said Toradora. There's not that much that isn't just also like a comedy.
Pure romance? Oh man.
Your Name. That's actually surprisingly light on the romance. That might have been the weakest aspect of the movie.
He's got another one coming out very soon.
Oh, didn't he just... Wait, what was the... Did he just have one?
He did Weathering with You, which came out a couple of years ago. And then there's one after that. There's one coming out very soon.
Oh.
Comes out, it might already be out in Japan. I think it's coming out here in the States. There's a man who is a chair in it.
Oh, Susan Ray. Oh, yeah, that was a couple months ago.
Yeah, is it out? I don't think it's out here yet because I see ads for it and shit. Mr. Shinkai.
Oh yeah, fucking no, it was what's his name had another fucking he did another Summer Wars. He did another.
Oh god.
What's it called? It's a lady's name. It's like
Yes. Is it? It's not Alice or it's one of the. It's some shit like that.
Yeah. Hosoda.
Mamoru Hosoda's. The fuck is it?
Why is it not on his fucking Wikipedia?
Bell.
Oh, Bell. Yeah.
He did another summer. It's like every
CG
10 years,
and also it's like how do you keep doing it? Stop doing it. I know people
every
didn't like
10 years,
Boy and the Beast, but come on, man.
I haven't seen Boy and the Beast yet.
I've heard it wasn't very good.
Wolf Children, fucking obviously Summer Wars, Wolf Children, Girl Who Left Her Time, all WAP, super hard. Mirai, I did not speak the language that it was presented to me in, so
I got 90% of that.
A little shallow.
Yeah, I mean that was like a family movie. That was like pretty simple.
Yeah.
Steven and I watched My Cousin Vinny after watching Wanted.
How did you like My Cousin Vinny?
I liked it a lot. That's a true family movie, except for all the swearing. But
that's what makes it a true family movie, at least if it's my family.
Sure. Yeah, but that's that's a good exercise in like a good movie that does not have any characters that are unlikable.
Okay,
that's just that's a feel good film. Oh yeah, what do we got here? I mean, Tamako Love Story, but that's like a movie that's attached to a show.
Yeah. That's barely. I mean, that's like pretty light romance anyway. You know,
right.
Like in love. It's called Love Story, but it's like pretty much just the amount of love story narrative that existed in the show compressed into like 2 hours. So not very much still.
Yeah, very few romances that are not like mostly comedies or like fetish ecchi shows.
Clannad, but you've seen it. You've definitely seen Clannad. Is the thing. Like if you, it's the problem is I can't. But I know that you
also a lot of drama there too. Well, I mean that's I think romance and drama go hand in hand. So yeah, that's a romance.
That's a romance show, and then obviously, if you want more horrible, if you want to hurt, you can watch After Story.
How to Ride, I guess.
We do.
Golden Time was okay.
Oh god! Golden Time. Holy shit!
Golden Time.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I do. No.
Plastic Memories. Yeah, true.
Why would you? Why?
It's more sadcore than I guess. There's some.
Why the fuck did you remind me
it's
of
kind of romance.
Don't
What?
Tap.
Why is Golden Memories such a fucking hot, like such a raw nerve for you?
It's a decade ago, and
everything's a decade ago. We just watched a show that's a decade ago. I
watched it when it was airing.
Dude, everything you watched when it was airing was a decade ago. Like fucking.
I don't like it.
The shows that were a decade ago, like, oh man, we should do that. We should go through shows from 2013.
We should absolutely.
that's gonna suck.
That's what we're gonna do.
Anonatsu de Mataru. Tasagari Otome Amnesia, by the way.
You know what the thing is that 2013 was the last time that I watched a bunch of shows as they were actively airing.
Yeah.
Probably the most prolific period of my entire.
All right, 2013 shows. Let's fucking go. All
yeah,
right.
let's do it. That's what we're gonna do. Yep.
Well, you haven't seen Mao Yusha.
Let's see.
But that was like kind of the Spice and Wolf with Big Boob Lady show. Problem Children. Sasami-san, remember the Shaft show where she was an otaku or something?
Is it where can I view this? Where are you looking at this right now?
I'm just looking at my Kitsu, at my list of watch shows.
Okay.
Kotora-san. Oreshira. First season of Yamano Susume. Inferno Cop, 10 years ago.
Oh God.
Tamako Market, 10 years ago.
This
Love Live.
Fall, oh my God. I have extremely vivid memories of, like, I met a couple of people that watched anime in college, and I have very, very, very vivid memories of going to their dorm room to watch episodes of Kill la Kill when it was airing. Yeah. And they were bringing it up on Crunchyroll, and they had commercials, and we were all sitting on their bed, and it was fucking bizarre.
Oh yeah, Kill la Kill was still airing, back from fall.
Yawapeda.
Psychopaths would have still been airing.
Sam Flam.
Samurai Flamenco, Robotics Notes.
Okay, I'm coming around. Capellion. Oh my God. Did we finish Capellion? Did we watch all of it? What was the deal?
Yeah, I mean, I watched it when it aired. We watched it for the show too. Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Valve
Vivid Red Operation, baby. Valve Rave, yep.
Fucking Valve Rave. Jesus. Yeah, this is
Railgun S. Nice. Remember that huge wait for the new, or wait, was that when was the first season of Railgun? Would have been like 2009, I think. So yeah, that was it was like, oh man, it's been 4 years or something.
Yeah, I think we should just go for the next 10 years. What we'll do is we'll just go through and pick up things that aired during the time that we were watching a shit ton of anime, and that we never watched, or at least I didn't watch. Because I'm sure you've seen a lot more than I have of shit that was airing.
Death Billiards, the OVA. Ira. Another leg show. Another big leg show.
Remember when they would just have like dozens of shorts? That was awesome. That was
I don't know
crazy.
if there were that many, but yeah, there were more back then. Akunohana.
Did we do an episode on Akunohana?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you and Steven really liked it. Gargantia, 10 years ago. Yuyushki, 10 years ago. Little Witch Academia, the OVA. Not even the show yet. Just the first one.
Yuyushki, they be girls that be into girls.
I guess, sure. Hataraku Mouse-sama. The second season of Rokubu.
How did that second season of Mouse-sama turn out?
I haven't watched any more of it.
How did people react to it? If you have,
I haven't seen anyone talk about it. I don't know.
Bummer.
Free.
I remember.
C-Cubu. The Gynax Airsoft show.
We are a mere couple years away from having been a full decade since a Gynax release.
Surely they've done something.
Wish Upon the Pleiades.
Pleiades.
Which is 2015.
Yeah.
And that is the last thing that they put out.
Damn. Thought they had something in the works. Maybe not.
They got some movies that they're going to be involved in with.
Watamote, 10 years ago.
Oh my God! Oh, we gotta end this. Oh
Come
my!
on, man. Remember Servant
God.
Service?
I watched all of it. Watched every episode of
Watched
Servant
all
Service.
Of it 10 years
Watched
ago.
every episode. Yeah, absolutely. Watched every
Gidno,
episode of Watamote.
Gidno Saji.
Oh, for fuck! End the show. Let me.
Dude, we're only in summer.
No. No, God, no.
Uchoten Kazoku, Love Lab. Love Lab was fun. Never made any more of that.
Oh my God, Gino Sachi's a fucking decade old. Holy shit. No. No. My life is going away forever.
Yeah, Capellian, you said. Kyuso Giga, the show.
Fucking Noragami and Space Dandy.
Oh, yeah.
Nisekoi.
Yeah. The first or second season of Nisekoi?
First season.
Oh.
Tenari no Seki-kun. Chuniboyo season 2.
Yozakura Quartet, Hana no Uta.
This is in 2014.
Oh.
Actually.
My bad. Too far. Yeah, I said Golden Time. Oh, wait. Kill la Kill wasn't 2012. Kill la Kill was fall 2013. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's good at least. The last OVA of Hidamari Sketch, or wait, was that the, yeah. So 10 years since any Hidamari, I believe. And the third Madoka movie, fall 2013. What's it called? Rebellion.
I'll finish it any day now.
Yeah. It's man, that movie's like so fucking good. Just like it doesn't fuck up Madoka somehow, and also just visually it is. I have very fond memories of that. I love that shit. Has it really been 10 years since any Hidamari? Damn, that one that one hurts the most for me. Ow. Well, there you go.
Thanks for suffering with us, gang.
Yeah.
Just like in our favorite anime television series, White Album 2. It feels bad at the end.
Just like life, just like
it was really just a
yeah.
Sort of slow first half, and then the second half made you feel really bad, but you did come.
You spent the first half, you were like, something's gonna happen, and then you're like, oh, what happened was everything hurts.
Yeah, we're at the point where all we have to talk about is that we're old. This is great. I love it.
Yeah, it is.
So much
it is
material.
Fun. Yeah,
fuck it. We're doing it.
There's a lot of good stuff to talk about. What are we doing?
I'm gonna be young forever. We're gonna watch. Once we're done with this season, we're gonna start picking away at the 2013 shows. We're doing it. I'm committed. 2023 is the year of 2013.
What do I have planned to watch from 2013? Do I have any in my plan to watch list? All right, 2013. GJ Boo, Slice of Life. Never watched it. Seems fun. Okay. Let's see some movies. Gatchaman Crowds. You watched that one?
I did. I watched all of Gatchaman Crowds.
Okay, that's 2013.
Not the second season, but yes.
Yeah, Gatchaman Crowds. What was it called? Yeah, whatever. What the hell is that? I don't know. A lot of OVAs. Oh, White Album 2. That was in my to watch. Done with that one. Oh, Nagi no Asukara. We should watch that. The PA Works drama. That's like 26 episodes. That's 2013. That's a good one. One of the PA Works shows people like and like no one is upset by. That's not sarcasm.
When did Glass Slip come out?
You've seen Glass Slip like twice. That must have been 2012.
That was July of 2014. No, I was just trying to remember when that came into my life.
What is Ore no Nonai? Truro says.
I will watch fucking Glass Slip again before I die, and I will get to the end and be like, why have I watched this for a fourth time? There's something about it that's just so hypnotic to me.
My mental choices are completely interfering with my school romantic comedy. That could be a fun one. Is that the one that has the really opening that I like a lot? Or no, that's something about flag, blah blah blah. Those shows kind of meld together in my mind. This looks like a satellite show. I'm betting it is. Let's see the studio here. That weird color scheme that they had in this period. What's the studio? See, this is Satellite. I get them mixed up with Silverlink. I bet this is a Silverlink show.
Diomedia.
Close enough.
Oh,
I would have said close enough no matter what.
I gotta fucking piss. If we're gonna keep doing this, I gotta go.
No, we gotta. All right, it's past our bedtime. We're very old.
Thank you for showing up. It was very nice to have an audience member, where we're not just shouting into the void about how we want to get pissed on.
Oh, it's the same.
And how now we're gonna come on wedding dresses. We have somebody listening to us talk about this.
Very high concept. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Let's play some Chinese biker
good night
music.
Good night, Trudeau.
Good night, Guruk. I started too early. There's gonna be bike noises for a while.
You gotta go 145.
Yeah, we got okay, I'll skip ahead a little bit. See ya. Steve, your waifu's fucking mine, dude. Okay? I run the podcast.